Assalamualaikum and greeting to doctor and all my friends. Today I will present my industry training at Brigatech Sudan Bahad and the special project I choose. Content. First, introduction myself and then the background organization where I conduct industry training is depicted on this presentation slide. Next, we will look at the activity that include in industry training, and then we will look about the specific project that I choose. So I introduce my name first. My name is Noadida Najwa binti Ramadan, not matric, S30275, Institution University Putra Malaysia, Kampus Bintu Sarawak, Program Diploma in Agriculture Engineering. Okay. For 6 months, I conducted industry training at Brigatech Sudan Bahad, a provider of industry automation solution. For your information, Brigatech Sudan Bahad has a more than 10 subsidiaries total. I also had the opportunity to complete industry training at 2 subsidiary companies, which is Sustainable Harvest Sudan Bahad and then Focus Enigma Sudan Bahad. I was responsibility for conducting the Focus Enigma Sudan Bahad sector for the first 3 months, so managing seed germinate, performance, system maintenance, include cleaning and sanitizer equipment, harvest and packaging crop, and many other tasks among the tasks I do, as mentioned in the slide. The company background is more about agriculture service and solution in hydroponic, aquaponic, and deep water culture system, and is also involved in the management of greenhouse farm. Okay, for the 3 months, for the last 3 months, I have been given the responsibility of doing industry training at Sustainable Harvest. Among the tasks, carrying out a prepare all sensor node equipment, collecting and analyze data generated by sensor node, and making tests on all sensor nodes according to SNR, VNR, and SSNR system, and as I mentioned in the slide. The background of this company is to make service and solution for agriculture, especially for the durian industry and community, include the IoT plantation. Okay. Okay, I first brainstorm to be more clear before decide on the project I will complete. Okay, therefore I decide to do a special project on analyze soil nutrient, which is analysis of nutrient. Okay, for introduction, soil nutrient analysis is currently very popular in the agriculture industry, and the demand from plantation company is very high. And I was doing this project, I found a problem that is often experienced by plantation company if they still choose the old method uh, uh, to to analyze the soil, which is to send all sample soil to the lab. This all method is very expensive because it requires skill, and at the same time require at least 3 to 7 working days. Lastly, the quantity to analyze the sample is very limited because high cost. So this is a 3 problem if we still use all method to analyze soil nutrient. So here to solve this problem, we need a new method and new innovation to analyze soil nutrient. So when I was conducting industry training at Sustainable Harvest, they use a new method to analyze soil sample, which is mentioned analysis of soil, where this method is efficient and fast to get the result of the analysis and can be do anyway. The most important thing is that the analysis result accurate, at the same time cost efficient. Okay. The following item of special importance is soil nutrient analysis because they enable the device to analyze the three objectives I started in this slide, which is number one is to determine of soil moisture content for soil sample. Second, to identify the content of ammonium, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium in soil sample, and then to classify type of soil for each plot of soil sample. Okay, the first objective can be achieved by using equipment formation analysis of nutrients. So for the objective one, use the burning method. Burning method. Okay, the first step is to get the weight of the aluminium block first, and then take a soil sample of 5 gram. After that, the weight of the aluminium block, and then soil sample take a leaf, where record as a W2, as the value will be used to calculate the moist percentage. In the next process, take about 5 to 10 milliliter of liquid alcohol and pour into the aluminum bowl containing the soil sample. Then burn until the fire goes out. This baking process is carrying out 2 times. After the burning process is do 2 times, the weight of the soil together with the aluminum bowl as a record W3. To be able to determine the percentage of moisture in the soil sample, the value of W1, W2, and W3 must first be get. The percentage of the soil sample will be determined use the formula shown here. Okay, this is percentage the result from calculation. In order to compare the maximum percentage of soil moisture to the low percentage of soil moisture for the soil sample, I have created this figure in the form of a graph. The majority of plant florists in a soil that has a moisture content between 20% and 60%. Okay. However, it can identify different nutrient content in the soil using a machine analysis of nutrient. I just select 3 of nutrient for this special project. Okay, there are procedure that must be followed to ensure that the result accurate when analyze soil sample to identify the nutrient ammonium, nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. Before making the available specific solution to be used to detect a nutrient on the soil sample, a soil nutrient solution need to be made first in this procedure. Okay, so take 1 gram of soil sample and put in the conical flask to make a soil nutrient solution. Add a teaspoon of powder decolorized chemical after that, and add 20 milliliter of the soil leachate after the procedure. Shake to complete mix. After the black solution has been created by the process, it should be filtered using a filter paper. Then, once the filter process is finished, wait until a new solution has been created. The result is a transparent color solution that will be used to mix the soil nutrient for the testing of the soil sample. Okay, only after that specific solution for ammonium, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium can make according to the method that has been started here. Okay, prepare 3 small test tube and label them as a test tube 1, test tube 2, and test tube 3. If you look at here, for the first test For the first test tube, put 3 milliliter of distilled water. For second test tube, put 3 milliliter of distilled water and add 1 drop of soy standard reserve solution. Lastly, for third test tube, put 2 milliliter of soil nutrient solution. Here you can see there are 3 test tube solution that will result. So we prepare the same step for the specific solution of ammonium, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So the sum of all the result specific solution is 9 because 3 test tube for nitrogen ammonium, 3 test tube for phosphorus and lastly 3 test tube for potassium. Okay. Next procedure, follow in instruction. Add the reagent liquid to the test tube second and third solution. Okay. This is a reagent for ammonium, nitrogen. This is a reagent for phosphorus. This is reagent for potassium. Okay, so all the solution transfer to the colorimeter distance for measure content. So put colorimeter this transfer to measure, analyze for get result nutrient content. And then click soil nutrient and then click which is what you want. If you want detect soil ammonium nitrogen, you click soil ammonium nitrogen and then result of reading out. So this is a result for value nutrient content after the analyze, which is can be shown in this image as a reference. Okay, which is high, which is low, which is very low content nutrient. Just compare, okay, through the reference index for soil nutrient. So I create the graph show here to compare the nutrient profile of each soil sample. I spread into 3 categories of nutrient and average them from high to low content value. The location where I collect the soil sample I label is a zone. Okay, I briefing go about each of the 3 nutrient function for soil and plant in this slide. Okay, for potassium, overall plant healthy and is involved in variation physiology process, and then for phosphorus, for root development, flowering and fruiting in plant, and then ammonium nitrogen for plant grow and is responsible for leaf and stem develop and also increase nutrient available. So lastly, for method for objective 3, which is to classify type of soil. So this is step to classify a type of soil. So just after wait 1 minute for sand to settle, and then wait 1 hour for seed to settle, and wait 24 hours for clay to settle. Just measure the distance from the bottom of the content lah. Okay. 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 This is result for type of soil, which is this is this is calculation. So after calculation, we get the result and then transfer the result into the one website to measure which is type of soil, and then this is for zone For zone B3 is clay. Zone C3 is also clay. Zone B5, okay, also zone also clay. Zone C2 clay, and then zone B6 clay. Zone C1 is clay. So total, so all soil sample is type of soil is clay. Project. The conclusion is objective 1. Discover the average percentage of soil moisture. This average moisture level is demonstrate the amount of moisture ideal for the soil and plant healthy. And then for zone C3, zone C2, zone B3, zone C1, zone B5, and lastly zone B6 have the high to low ammonium nitrogen content. Next, for potassium nutrient, for the second objective, among soil sample according to the least squared, zone B6, B3, C2, B5, C3, and zone C1 have the high to low. Okay, nutrient for phosphorus, zone C1, C2, B5, B3, and B6 have the high to low. Lastly, identify the soil type of each soil sample. Use the third objective. So all soil sample is clay. Overall calculation is understanding the real work environment, improve the theory understanding, and then get learning input and improve my personnel. And then, okay, this is all picture, okay, during my industry training. So this is reference, and then that's all for me. Thank you.